Okay guys, are you ready for round one? We have Karpov here, Critter 0.52B here. They're just shaking hands now virtually, and they're ready to start their match, okay? As I've mentioned before, Critter is a little bit my favorite here, but definitely Karpov is not off the table. He'll definitely win at least one game, I'm sure of that. Probably the match. Who knows? I have no idea who's going to win. But my money is on Critter, that's for sure. Let's hope you've got a drink ready. I'll have a little bit of water. And let's begin. Okay, so we have a Nimza Windy and Quincy 2 variation. This is something that Karpov did play with great expertise during his career. And what can we say? So far this opening is okay, so they're both back into theory now. This is not the type of opening that I would have expected from Critter, actually. It's a little bit positional. He's got the two bishops, but Karpov is going to be rock solid. And Black has better development here. Let's see how Critter can make something. They both have unusually almost the exact same evaluation. The Black is a little bit better. But playing g5 here, you can see down here that Karpov is considering g5, and he has played it. This move looks a little bit dangerous, pushing the pawn in front of your king against the tactician of Critter's nature. After this bishop moves away and white starts playing knight f2 and h4 and things like this, Black's king might come under a bit of fire. But that being said, Karpov is pretty good at defending these types of positions, probably with like king g7 and this type of thing. So knight takes d5 will be played now, attacking the pawn on e3. So Critter's planning queen d2, and he thinks that position's about equal. So what can we say about this position? Black's development is definitely better. White still needs to move his bishop and play castles, and his knight on h3 isn't very impressive. And for this reason, Karpov thinks his position is actually better. He's threatening knight b3 here, by the way, the knight fork after knight c5. And besides his king being a little bit weak, Black has no real weaknesses either. So bishop c4 to stop in knight b3. And what will Karpov play here? b5. b5, yeah, that's a pretty obvious deflection. If bishop takes knight b3, fork can still be played. So bishop a2, and then what? Bishop a2, he's going to play knight f6. That's a very interesting move. Knight f6, okay, he's not playing that anymore. Knight f6 had an interesting point that we'll see in the analysis. So e4, he just wants to just play knight d3 check and get that beautiful octopus in on the d3 square. But if Critter takes here on e4, the knight takes is also very good for white. So knight f2 makes sense, just defending that d3 square and putting a little pressure on e4. I would say Karpov will probably exchange pawns here. Knight b6. So yeah, I think it makes sense. Black would be happy with a queen swap here, and now knight b6 also puts some pressure on f3 as well. Queen d4 is interesting, attacking that knight on c5, but can you just go e takes f3 here? Okay, queen takes, Karpov just thinks he's winning now, but Critter suddenly thinks that he's better as white. And this is what I was alluding to before. Can you just sack that knight and take on f3 and then take on g2? I'm not sure if you get enough for your piece. This is a piece sacrifice we're seeing here. Karpov thinks black is clearly better here. But it remains to be proven. Okay, so check. King f1 impossible because of the fork on g2, so king must move to the d file. King d2. Okay, so white thinks that he is winning. Karpov thinks he's clearly better. Rook e2 check, yes. That move makes sense. The game has already heated up a lot, right? Let's pour some wine. So rook e2 check, king c1. So now the knight on b6 is hanging, but I'm sure Karpov will take on g2 now. So you can't take the knight on b6 yet. So where's the rook go? Rook g1. You can see Kritter's valuation has dropped down now a little bit. Okay, he still thinks white's clearly better, but he doesn't think he's winning anymore. Karpov thinks he's clearly better, and this is getting interesting. Okay, so knight a4, and now we have a double attack on the b2 pawn. Okay, so this is a very interesting dynamic material imbalance. White has two bishops and an extra piece, but black has an annoying passed pawn on g2. His rooks are both coming to the 7th rank. His knight on a4 is on the edge, but it's menacing near the white king, and you can see Kritter's evaluation is dropping down more and more. Now he thinks white's only slightly better. Rook d4. What's the idea of that? I'm not sure. Knight d1. Okay. I suppose that's just... okay, rook d3. To be honest, I would hate to... See, Karpov thinks he's winning as black here. I would actually hate to have the white position here, because your pieces have not many squares, and your king's not very comfortable. There's that annoying pawn on g2 that you always have to watch. Knight c3, that's a good move. You probably have to take that. And you see Kritter's evaluation is dropping more with each move. And he's getting down on the clock as well. Karpov's up almost 20 seconds. Rook takes c3 check. Karpov's very sure he's winning now, and Kritter's evaluation is dropping down. Now he's like, oh, maybe it's about even. I got my extra pawn. I got my passed pawn on c5. But Karpov is very optimistic. So rook takes rook, bishop takes, and then what's his point? Just push your... Oh, rook takes a3. God, he's getting a lot of pawns for that bishop, isn't he? Rook takes a3. This actually seems kind of brilliant by Karpov, right? White is very restricted, and the bishops don't have a lot of targets, and those kingside pawns, the F, G, and H pawns, they're going to start flying down the board soon. Look at Kritter now. Now he's starting to lean towards, oh, maybe black's better, right? Maybe. Rook takes b4. Oh, round one is already very exciting. So Karpov says this is just -3. He's like, okay, I'm winning. Look at these. Look at all the pawns I've got for my piece. Bishop d3, bishop c6, just overprotecting, blockading the c5 pawn. No, he's playing a5. He was going to play bishop c6, but there's no need. a5. And now Kritter's finally admitting maybe black is better. And yes, we can't really deny it. White has a rook, but the rook's forever tied to the pawn on g2. So this was actually a brilliant piece of strategy by Karpov before giving up his piece to take those pawns down the h1 to the a8 diagonal. Rook b2 check. A little bit of wine to celebrate this beautiful game. King c3. Karpov is -4.5 now. Rook b3 check. And suddenly Kritter's starting to not like his position at all. a3, because that passed pawn is running very quickly now. That A pawn and the B pawn's following it. And meanwhile he has 3 extra pawns on the king side as well. Isn't that... This is really impressive game play by... Sorry, let's go back to the cross table. Very impressive play by Karpov in this game. Okay, now Kritter's saying, oh, I am much worse now, I admit it. So how do you improve that? h3, this is admitting, this is just admitting that I'm worse move. It doesn't do anything. Maybe he's trying to stop something, stop the g-pawn or something, I don't know. Bishop c3. So what's black's winning plan though? Yeah, just to move those pawns. Play g4, and if h takes, you just go h4. You don't even take back. In fact, rook a3. Yeah, that's okay. Now Kritter thinks he's losing. This is really pretty interesting, pretty impressive play by Karpov, really. H4 first is very good. If you play G4 first, white plays H4, but now he plays H4 and then G4, H takes, then H3 by black. And now Crit is realizing that he is just completely lost. What an amazing game by Karpov this has been. Look at those, how powerful those pawns are. Bishop takes B5 is a desperation move. Is he going to take back or just take on H3? Takes. Rook takes G2, then G3 probably. Yes. G3, don't even take on H3. Oh, and Krita has resigned. And that is, so Krita resigned that game. That is really an amazing game by Karpov. Beautiful play. And Krita was not even given a chance to show his tactical skills in that game. Let's go to the analysis video now and see exactly what went wrong for Krita. And I will see you in round 2 between these guys. In round 2, Karpov has won this game with black. So the next game he'll be hoping to get it to 2-0 when he has the white pieces. So I'll see you in game 2.